Despite us not even having Kwame's Choice and episodes 13 through 17, Gloob is so very kindly giving us episode 12 Perfection and 18 Emotion in one day. One singular day. Supposedly there's a lot of important information that Gloob is skipping that we need to know in order to really understand what's going on in these episodes. And apparently Adrianette's relationship has changed a lot. So we're kind of getting to see where they are before knowing how they got there, which is really frustrating. Anyway, let's talk about trailers. Well, actually, first I wanted to give you guys the release date and also the synopsis for both episodes because we have gotten those as well. These episodes will be released on November 21st, so this coming Monday. Like I said before, they will be releasing 2 episodes back to back in one day, so that is why there's only one release date. As for the synopsis for both episodes, Perfections is the whole class decides to help Marinette get closer to Adrien, but Marinette already has her own plans. As for Emotions, it says, Adrien will attend an event organized by his father and Miss Tsurugi. When Marinette finds out that Adrien didn't dare tell her about the ball, she decides to go too. Okay, now for the actual trailer. It starts off with Marinette looking at Adrien's hand, which is held out to her, potentially asking her to dance since they are going to a ball. Marinette then goes to grab his hand. We then see Marinette talking to Alia and Nino, and she says, is Adrien hiding something from me? Adrien and Marinette are about to go kiss, but the thing is I don't think that it's Adrien for 2 reasons. First of all, we do end up seeing Felix at some point in the trailer, so sorry for the early spoiler. But anyway, I don't know why. It just makes sense to me that he comes back in Emotion and he pretends to be Adrien. Why he's going on a date with Marinette or going in to kiss her, I don't know. And as for the second reason, it's because he does not have a ring on his finger. Anyway, moving on, Adrien, or Felix most likely, gets up to leave, and as he does, he says, I forgot, I'm really late. See you later, Marinette. Anyway, moving on, Kagami is sitting somewhere, I don't know where, but she's calling Lila. There's honestly no way that would end right. Have they even met each other up to this point? Oh yes, they did. Oni-chan. I forgot about that. Okay, anyway, while that scene is playing, Kagami says, I only deserve loneliness. Then it's just a clip of Kagami and her mom fighting like they usually do. Her mom ends up hitting her stick thing. I don't really know what you would call it, but she ends up hitting it out of Kagami's hand and then says that's enough for today. Next is definitely one of my favorite parts of the trailer. I don't even know why, but it's of Amelie crying while talking to Gabriel, and she says, you are not the same since my sister Emily has disappeared. Then Gabriel does a facepalm and then punches the screen thing. Next, I'm just gonna leave this here because I don't really know what it is. I do. It's probably a Senti monster, but what Senti monster specifically, I don't know. It looks like some kind of ice monster or something. But moving on, there's this red ball something or other that is floating up into the air. I really have no idea what's going on. It looks like a red moon or sun or something. I don't know. I don't know what this is for or its purpose or whatever, but I'm pretty sure it's something Felix created. But we then see Marinette with her hair in a bun, which I absolutely love. I think it's been too long since we've seen her hair like that. But anyway, she seems to be held back by someone. And then you see Dusu going into the miraculous, meaning that Felix is transforming. A lot of people believe that he's actually transforming right in front of Marinette. I'm personally not entirely sure about that, but it's possible. The next clip is of Miss Tsurugi going into Gabriel's office and then hitting the screen. Honestly, don't know what she's mad about, but go her. Anyway, the last few clips are of Lady Noir being blown away along with the van, Kagami saying no or something like that, Felix standing in the middle of the road, or technically it's still Felix, but him with the miraculous, obviously. Anyway, and then Ladybug is landing in front of him. Ladybug being shocked at something that she's looking at. Anyway, that is it for the trailer. I'm not entirely sure what specifically is from Emotion and what specifically is from Perfection. My guess is that anything has to do with Kagami and Tomoe has to do with Perfection, and then anything that has to do with the ball, Adrianette, and Felix all has to do with Emotion, but I'm not entirely sure.